If there's only one fact of life, it's that everyone has played a Mario game at least once in their life, or at least recognizes the character. Maybe it's just the millions of copies sold over the last 3 decades, but something tells me that a lot of people like Mario. Maybe it's just because of nostalgia, good gameplay, or maybe it's because of how these games revolutionized the gaming industry on multiple occasions. Or maybe they like him for the more simple reasons, like his mustache. Or maybe it's just because of the way he jumps, whether it's the yeah or the whoop. And who could forget the yahoo? But the point of this video isn't just to make stupid Mario impressions. I could have just made a countdown of the best Mario games in general, you know, because no one's ever done that before. So instead I'm gonna make it a bit different and make this a top 5 handheld Mario games. From the 3DS all the way back to the original Game Boy. So let's do this! Super Mario Land 2. I like the first game, but the sequel pretty much added plus 50 to everything. Why? Because they could. The original game was one of the first Game Boy games ever. It felt like more of a test to see how Mario could hold up on a Game Boy, and somehow a system of only 4 shades of grey managed to pass that test with flying colours. And 18 million copies later, a sequel was made. Anything they didn't put in the first game is probably here now. They took the first game, smacked on some new graphics, slapped the repetition straight out of the level design, and kicked the nipples straight off of the enemy variety. I mean, who could forget such classic Nintendo enemies, such as Battle Beetle? Really? Fucking cool. And Sharky McFisticuffs. I didn't make those names up either. Except for Sharky McShoryuken over here. They didn't really call him Sharky McFisticuffs or Sharky McShoryuken. Hell, it's a fish that does boxing and they didn't even think to call him Little Mackerel. Yeah, I did just say that. I'm here all night, folks. Turns out he's actually called Joe. Yeah, just Joe. As in, damn it, Joe, you don't need those boxing gloves. You're a fucking shark. You don't even have hands. Just get out of here with your shit. I'm sure the names make sense in Japanese, but in all seriousness, who could forget such classic Nintendo enemies like Goombas? It's got standard Gooms, flying Gooms, ghost Gooms. It's even got Gooms on the walls. There's even a stage where all you do is move forward and fight Gooms and they give you like 5 power-ups along the way. If that's not the American dream, I don't know what is. It's 8 times bigger than the original game as well, so they really did add plus 50 to random stuff that they couldn't have put into the first game. Like Wario. They had to times the original game's capacity by 8 to fit his fat ass onto the game. What other random stuff does the game have? Well, it's got 6 worlds, one of them being a hipster Super Mario Galaxy world. It's got bosses that attack you like a floating DVD logo, invincible spike enemies from Kirby for some reason, and it gives you quite a lot of stars. Mario Kart 7. I actually haven't played that much of this game, especially compared to Mario Kart DS, but 7 is pretty much Mario Kart DS with better graphics, a shit ton of extra features, and let's not forget that it's in 3D! What do I have to explain here though? I mean, it's Mario Kart. Who doesn't like Mario Kart? Everyone could use a bit of Mario Kart on their toast, you know what I'm saying? No, seriously, do you? Because I fucking don't. It's about as solid as a kart racer can be, even though I like Sega Racing a bit more. That arcade feel and smooth console online play is the shit I do like. But maybe that'll change when Mario Kart 8 comes out. Let's just hope that the online play on the Wii U has less problems than what it has financially. Once upon a time, Nintendo made a Super Game Boy. The screen was so dark, everyone died. Except for Gaben, who used his almighty powers and resurrected everyone, using Half-Life 3 as a sacrifice. Then Nintendo made like 3 new Game Boys. And a new Game Boy with 2 screens. You could touch one of them in the end. Then they released this with it. A re-release, that is, so it doesn't count. You know what DS Mario game wasn't a re-release? This one. I mean, look, it has new in the title. I shouldn't have to explain this shit. It's textbook. Come on. You know what else is textbook? A German suplex from Kurt Angle. Other than that, this gameplay right here is about as textbook 2D Mario as it gets. Gooms, Coop Troops, the Bows, power-ups, it's all here. This game is what people dreamed of back when they played Super Mario Land. Well, actually, they probably dreamed of a handheld that doesn't have a screen so dark that you'd need fucking Shinigami eyes to see it properly. I mean, it's good. Like, damn. Like, every new Super Mario game that came out after the first one just feels like the same game. With this one, it's fine, because it's the first 2D Mario game since Super Mario Land 2. Everyone was just like, it's exactly like the old Mario games. Good God, it's been too long since they've made one. And since then, they've made loads more, and now it's like, oh look, another new Super Mario Bros. Expansion pack. But the first one, it was new and refreshing to see. You can see that they had to be creative to revive Mario into the 2D world again. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, you don't have to fix shit, just keep the gameplay, just change the games up a bit. Like in 3D World. They went all out and injected the fucking creativity steroids to make the level design as interesting as possible. That's why 3D World is the best Mario game to come out since the Galaxy games. But with the first new Super Mario Bros. Game, they managed to take the flawless platforming from the old games and managed to recreate that same feeling 2 generations later. And that's gotta be worth something. About 30 million copies worth if you wanna get technical about it. The year is 2011. You work for Nintendo. You're pitching ideas for the next Mario game. We've dominated 2D gaming. We've dominated 3D gaming. Hell, at this point, we've pretty much won the game industry itself. But now, Nintendo needs a new idea to make a game out of. They've done everything so far. 2D, 3D, 1D, double D, it doesn't matter. But what now? Imagine a game that takes 2D and combines itself with 3D. That game would be Super Mario 3D Land. Similar to how Super Mario 3D World is the reason why I got a Wii U, games like Super Mario 3D Land are a reason to get a 3DS. And it's games like this that convince me that the 3DS is something more than just a Pokemon playing machine. To me, this game is the definition of the whole package. For a handheld Mario game at least. It has all of the content you would want from a Mario platformer, and it actually makes the 3D option worth using. And I don't know about everyone else, but I get a real Super Mario Bros. 3 vibe from this. I don't know why, remixed music from Mario 3, the Tanuki suit, stuff like that I guess. And oh, good lord, the music! It's only been like 2 years and I somehow already feel nostalgia for this theme. It's up there with other video game songs that will probably be stuck in my head for the rest of my life, like the Krabby Club music from Pokemon XD. And for some reason Digital Circuit from Shadow the Hedgehog. That music has been stuck in my head somewhere for almost 10 years now. The 3DS has given us something the Virtual Boy wished it could do. Even though the gameplay is kind of a hybrid between 2D and 3D, it's not as good as the best 2D or the best 3D Mario games out there. But I still think it's the best platforming Mario game on a handheld so far. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Everything about this game. The gameplay, the enemy variety, the location variety, the dialogue, the art style, the music, the beaming kingdom, the regression, the battles, the lake, the interaction with the environments, the fake Italian accents. It's good. Like, damn, it's good. I chose the first one not just for nostalgia. Bowser's Inside Story is a close second, but out of all 4 games in the series right now, the first one is the only one that doesn't have some kind of gimmick. Let me explain what I mean by that. Partners in Time had time traveling in the babies, Mario and Luigi were inside Bowser's stomach for ages, and a lot of the game revolved around playing as Bowser in Bowser's Inside Story, and Dream Team had the 2D Dream section shenanigans going on. To be honest, I do like all of these additions to the games, especially playing as Bowser. I don't really care much for the whole Dream thing in the 4th game, but other than that, time traveling and playing as Bowser was pretty damn good. But for some reason, I like that the first game has no real gimmick to it. It's just a straight up Mario and Luigi adventure in a whole new kingdom, jumping around, causing some bean shenanigans. That's a pretty specific reason to like this game more than the other ones, and another weird reason is that Bowser isn't the main villain, and it's pretty interesting to see how the game progresses as you have to cooperate with him. And the gameplay is based on how skilled the player is. In many RPGs, you deliver the hits and then you have to let yourself get hit. You can't do anything about it, and in some games that's just the way it is. The gameplay here was designed so that it rewards players who are more skilled. If you're good at avoiding attacks, you probably won't get hit. And if you can time your own attacks, you'll lay the smack down in the most efficient manner. It works really well and adds quite a bit of strategy to the game. I'm not worthy of the title of the King of Roleplay. So if you're new to RPG games, Superstar Saga would be a good game to start with. So Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, 12 out of 10 creativity steroids. Like Skyrim with gooms. Do I even have to introduce the Groose? After all, the Groose is most certainly loose, so you better lay off the dew. What more could I say? The Groose is loose, and he will seduce? Oh, fuck it. Groose!